There I go, my first bespoke pair of shoes.
Welcome. Come on in.
George.
Welcome to George Cleverley.
So the one downside to bespoke is once you go bespoke, particularly in a shoe and a suit, you don't want to go back.
I always say sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
And it probably is, because once you try, you know what it's like, you get your first suit and you're like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking about all these little details and tweaks and what have you, and the same with shoes. When you get a pair of shoes that fit you, like how often you go into a shoe shop, you put on a pair of shoes and you go, how do they feel? And you go, well, the left one feels quite good, but the right's too tight. That happens all the time. Yeah. Your left will be inevitably different from the right. All shoes are sold in pairs.
Yeah.
So you just end up putting up with it. So this will be the contours of the foot. This will be the customer's arch. This will be the joint behind the instep. And it will be all the measurement. And from there, we will then transition that into a replica of the customer's foot. So, that'll be the mold based on the customer's measurements. And then over here, as you can see, this is the upper that's being lasted over the customer's individual last. And then you're in the middle of London and you've got a full-on workshop, like you say with your place. There's no machines.
It's great.
It's all done with a set of hands. And then this gentleman over here is doing actually another crocodile loafer, and he's stitching the soles on. But just take a look at that. I mean,
that is, you don't get more handmade than that, guys. It's just unbelievable.
It's, a really remarkable process. So when you add up the 80 to 100 hours in the shoes themselves, and then you think about the years of experience of these guys, it's unbelievable, really.
Yeah,
You're really putting, a hell of a lot of effort and time into each individual pair. Yeah. And a lot of people, obviously, what people kind of forget about is, these shoes are made to last. Yeah. Right. Like the suit. You often see people come in with a suit and they say, "Oh, this was made 20 years ago." Yeah. It adds to the story. Like, wow, it's amazing that you've got a jacket that you've worn and enjoyed for that length of time. Same with a pair of shoes.
But it's really sustainable, isn't it? Yeah. The whole thing is the most sustainable thing you'd ever do.
Something made for you that really, the only person that will thoroughly enjoy it will be you wearing them. But you'll wear them all day, every day. Yeah. So what more pleasure could you get out of something than something you've had made for you? And also the journey. Yeah. That you can't just walk in and get it and walk straight out. It's a process, and you've got to have a little bit of patience. But then the fact you can walk up the stairs and see them all making different parts of the shoemaking process.
This is the first ever bespoke shoe I've had made.
There.
That is
your initials
so
here.
Beautiful. Look
and have a little look at the soles.
Ooh, look. I mean, that is properly good looking in every possible way.
And then when you put
them
in, you put them into sleep. Close up the button.
Look at that. Right, let's try them on.
There we go.
I mean, that's the most beautiful shoe I've ever seen.
Completely hand-stitched apron, and one of our classics, actually.
Well, let's hope they fit.